Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. This time, the Abbey Grange affair. Abbey Grange, is that? I think that was already one, wasn't it? Certainly in name I remember.
Not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room.
What are we doing?
I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Are we having this argument again?
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Tab. Oh, because we have the silver knife, do we? And we have sympathizing, whatever.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Let's look through the... Oh, how do I... Of course. Hi, Toby.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's...
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
I was talking to Toby.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold coat.
Oh, that's mean, Holmes. Mean.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
I'm going to look at this.
This is where I keep my purse.
Yes. I know this is a different letter, but let's read it. See what it says. A colossal scandal in high society. The well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, has been found murdered. The crime took place at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane, the location of the archaeologist's most recent research. But what is most truly shocking is that the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villainy. Right. Yes, I've just read that, thank you, game. Just a tad ahead of you. Is it this letter? I think it is. 221B Baker Street, London, Sherlock Holmes.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B. I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Yeah, the E's don't seem to be properly formed. Brackenstall. Probably what the B stands for.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent, 3:30 a.m. Oh, this is Lestrade, isn't it?
My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly...
Letter was sent at 3:30 a.m.
It is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Do I have anything? Investigate the murder. Can we? Oh, what? I want to see if I can wear a top hat. And those of you who are watching Pike's Let's Play, actually, I think it's actually it might be the same wallpaper of Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. Obviously, this is later. Same kind of wallpaper and same rooms. So that is Watson's. This is Holmes's. Obviously, there's been a bit of things moving around. Actually, it's the the lab space might be in the same place. I don't know. I can't remember already. Right. Do we have? We'll wear the black suit, which I'd. So the makeup table, because then I can wear a hat, possibly. Hat. Or not. Is that not? That's not locked now. Brilliant! Should wear a hat. Should wear our top hat. As we go to Abbey Grange. I don't have any information to work on the game. Don't propose the casebook in the deduction section thing. Continue. I don't know, we might be inside. Maybe the top hat was a mistake.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Inspect the room. What have we got? Murder just turned into murder. Escape the murder, inspect the room.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Is that through here?
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
I'm okay, I might be wrong, but this does remind me of one of the stories. We'll see. Ooh. Pale cheeks. Golden brooch. Kangaroo and emu. Australian origin. Elegant dress. Wedding ring. Of course, she's married. Well, was married. And older bruises. Ah. So, what? You say it wasn't a happy marriage?
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
Old bruises.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
And what happened last night then?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had hurt them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Is something missing then?
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Teresa?
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Give her a... see if we can examine her. Ooh. Wrinkles. An old servant then? Ooh. Yep. Coffee stain. Okay, so she tried to resuscitate her. Ooh, and... an old servant, I'd guess. What happened last night?
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw three men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. If I'd known...
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
So there were three men here before. You know that, right? Family business booming, the Randall gang is back on the streets. Less than a fortnight ago, the infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail, however the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including that of the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already grey-haired, while of average height and build. Maybe we should be asking Lady Brackenstall for a more precise description, if this is on the table. Being the master... Why? She couldn't have tied herself, could she? Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his two sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered with a small, disproportionate head. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is of a somewhat weaker constitution and is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, and may your valuables stay safe. Right. Lady Brackenstall, not quite 25, is from a wealthy Australian family. She's been married for a little more than a year. She has, in all probability, suffered physical violence over the course of the last fortnight. The lady lives a solitary lifestyle, seldom venturing outside. Teresa is very attached to her mistress and has known her for a considerable time. She is the only resident servant at the Abbey Grange, cooking for, serving, and nursing Lady Brackenstall. She would not hesitate to protect her in the event of any trouble. Okay, so... possibly. No. Depends on the... yeah, it depends on crime scene in the dining room.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
You know, things. So... I would suggest then, if it's exactly the same, that's... yes. That it's, that she's blaming them but didn't do it. This does remind... yeah, I think this is one of the stories, isn't it? Anything over here that's interactable with? It seems not. It seems that it was just leading us to the newspaper. Oh, no, click. Right. But I've not got everything from this room though. Right, so anything around here? Because it doesn't, if you don't have it on, is there anything on the floor? The bin, maybe? Ah, picture.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Okay, slide that down. Ah, a safe.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Right, okay. Then we shall do so. Lady Brackenstall. The safe on the other wall. Could you open it?
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Is there some way of picking it, or do I have to work out the combination?
Let us try to open this safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Right. So we're just going round until it vibrates slightly, are we? Oh. Not the most secure one, is it? I'm guessing it doesn't matter which way round you go. Oh, no. Because anyone breaking in could just do this. Keep an eye on the... oh. Keep an eye on those, and then... it's for the puzzle, isn't it?